Hello everyone. Welcome to our 11th lecture. This lecture is based on two machine system with losses. Okay, in this we'll see effect of governor action and conservative criteria for stability. In earlier section we have seen in part 1 we have seen power angle curve of two machines. Okay, in that two machine system with losses is differing is complicated by two facts that we have seen. That first fact is sending end power is greater than receiving end power, also it occurs at different angular separation del 1 and del 2. And second thing is that maximum stable angle, that a relative angle depends upon the relative inertias of the two machines as well as governor action. Okay, inertia as well as governor action. Okay, so this we have covered in part 1, this we have covered in part 2. Now this is our part 3. This we'll see effect of governor action as well as we'll see conservative criteria for stability. Okay, so just we'll revise in a minute. We have seen positive resistance as well as negative resistance. Okay, in positive resistance del m1, this del m1 is greater than del m2. Okay, so here we have considered smaller angle steady state stability limit at del m2. In negative resistance del m1 is less than del m2. Okay, and del m2 is greater than. So what to take? As we know, we are considering the smaller angle for steady state stability limit. So what to consider? In this case, in negative resistance we will consider del c critical. Okay, that is given by equation 33. Okay, that is del c is tan inverse of m1 plus m2 divided by m1 minus m2 into tan of theta 1 2. Okay, now here if I want to compare these two things, here as it is del m2. Okay, here margin of stability is more here, because it can send power up to del m1 which is greater than del m2. Here margin of stability is more, but here we are getting more stable angle. Here we are getting greater value of stable angle because del m2 is greater than del m1. So here we are getting greater stable angle or more value of greater value of stable angle. Okay, so here this is the conclusion we can draw from the effect of inertia. This increased range of stable angle increases the stability limit if the series resistance is negative. Okay, stability limit increases in case of negative resistance because del m2 is greater. Okay, but not if the positive, though in the latter case margin of stability is increased. Okay, okay, here margin of stability is more. Here margin of stability is more, while here increase range of stable angle increases. Here increase range of stable angle because angle is greater na, del m2 is greater than del m1. So increase range of stable angle increases. So that's why generally we are preferring a negative resistance, that we shunt connected load we are preferring. Okay, now this we have seen for effect of inertia. Now in this section we will discuss about the effect of governor action. Now in effect of inertia, what we have considered? We have considered mechanical input of both the machines to be constant. Okay, now this is not the case. There is small change in the mechanical input, or there is small application of load. Okay, so a sustained increase of mechanical power however can lead to different results depending upon the manner in which increase is applied and upon resulting government action tending to maintain frequency of the system. Okay, if you apply load, then definitely the governor of that side will change. Now here we are considering generator and motor, group of generator and group of motors. Both group have governors at both side. Okay, if I am considering the generator, that means it is not a simple generator. There is uh, group of generators, they have their own governor. Okay, if I am considering the motor that is equivalent motor, there also we have generator supplying a local load. Okay, but the values of motor, that means loads are more, so that's why it is called as equivalent motor. There also we have governors, that means at both sides we will have governors. Okay, so in this section we'll consider, and okay, we'll in this section we'll consider changes in the mechanical input. Okay, changes in the mechanical input. So let us investigate the stability of a two machine system with negative resistance. We'll consider negative resistance. Negative resistance means due to positive shunt resistance when the angular separation del is between del M1 and del C. Because in positive resistance it is in positive resistance it is del equal to del M2. This del equal to del M2. Okay, so we'll consider for the negative resistance. We'll consider for the negative resistance. Okay, now here angular separation del is between del M1 and del C. Instead of using equivalent power angle curve of the system, we shall use individual acceleration curve. So instead of P versus del curve, we'll use PA by M versus del curve. Okay, PA by M versus del curve, which are the plot of acceleration versus del. The acceleration of the machine one. How to find out acceleration? We have drawn. We know how to find out acceleration. Pa is equal to pm minus pe. Okay, pm minus pe. Okay, this is our acceleration. Pa is d to m, this m, this pa is m d2 del by dt square. Okay, this is from swing equation. Okay, so this is, now this is d2 del 1 by dt square is equal to pi1 minus pu1. Here abbreviation is given as pi1 minus pu1 divided by m1. Okay, so pi1 is mechanical power input, pu1 is electrical power output, pa1 is accelerating power, m1 is inertia constant. This we have considered for machine 1. Okay, similar relation holds for machine 2. Similar relation holds for machine 2. Okay, now we'll investigate how the stable operation can be done with the help of this effect of governor action. Okay, now what we are considering? We are considering shaft load on the motor. Okay, first I will explain. And then uh, I will read whatever written in this. Okay, we have considered PA versus M curve, PA by M versus del curve. Okay, this is acceleration curve. This is acceleration curve of machine 2. This is acceleration curve of machine 1. Okay, acceleration curve of machine 1 and acceleration curve of machine 2. Okay, this is del M1 maximum. This acceleration curve has maximum at del M1, this are maximum at del M2. Okay, now if I am considering, just listen carefully. Before this, before del M1, this machine 1 is having negative slope because it is going in negative direction. In between in between del M1 and del M2, here is also increasing and this is also increasing. So both machine is having positive slope. Both machine is having positive slope. After del M2, machine 2 is decreasing. So machine 2 is having negative slope. Okay. Now between del M1 and del M2, this is increasing. This is increasing now. This is increasing and this is increasing. This is machine 2 and this is machine 1. So both have positive slope. Okay, slope of machine 2 is greater than slope of machine 1 till del C. At del C both have equal slope. Okay, at del C both have equal slope. Now what we'll consider? We'll consider let the shaft load on the motor be applied. Shaft load on motor be applied means motor means machine 2. Shaft load on machine 2. So what will happen? Because of the shaft load on the motor 2 is applied, so this lowers the 2 lowers to 2 dash. This is our first step. So it is this lowers to 2 dash. अब ये लोअर मतलब यहाँ से ये 2 से ये शिफ्ट हो गया 2 डैश. ओके. इनिशियली initially both before governor action, before if we are not considering before governor action, both machines are operating in a stable equilibrium point. Both machines are operating in stable equilibrium point, and that point is A. Before governor action, before governor action means before this load is applied, before anything is applied, both machines are operating at stable equilibrium point, and that point is A. Intersection of A and intersection of 1 and 2 A. Okay. After after application of load, after application of load, that means the characteristics lowers down from 2 to 2 dash, and because of this we have initial retardation AB. This retardation causes del to increase. This retardation, listen carefully, this retardation AB causes del to increase. Okay. If del increases means what? Del increases means what? This power that mechanic power electrical input of motor 2 is increasing. Electrical input of motor 2 increasing, because del is increasing, so power is increasing. So both machines are operating at now this because of this there is acceleration. So both machines have equal acceleration, so that is intersection of 2 dash and 1, intersection of 2 dash and 1 C. Okay. Now CD, both machine have equal acceleration, C and D. Okay. This C and D have, both machines have equal acceleration. This I will write down second step. Because of this we have initially retardation AF. Because of this del increases. As del increases, P will increase, power del increases means power will increase, and this causes intersection of C and 1 dash, and we have both machines are equal acceleration C and D. Because of this acceleration, as mechan because of this acceleration, as shaft load on the motor 2 is increased, shaft load on the motor 2 increase. So what corrective measures we have seen or we have studied? Load frequency control. Load frequency control. As shaft load on the motor 2 is increased, this causes del to increase, this causes del to increase. As because of this acceleration, frequency increases. This corrective action should be taken. How to decrease this frequency? By decreasing mechanical input of machine 1. By decreasing mechanical input of machine 1. Because of this acceleration, frequency is increasing now. So how to decrease this? The governor of first machine should act such that it should decrease the frequency. So it should decrease the mechanical input of machine 1. So this is not given in book, huh? So this lowers the characteristics, 1. You have to draw it. 1 to 1 dash. Okay. Now here intersection of this 1 dash and this 2 dash, intersection of 1 dash and 2 dash, intersection of 1 dash and 2 dash, and that stable equilibrium point is E. That is our stable equilibrium point E. Okay. Now our system is running on this stable equilibrium point E. Got it? How the equilibrium stages change from A to E. Initially it is operating at A, Now next equilibrium point is E, and as in this case E is before D, so del is decreased. As del is decreased, therefore does not cause instability. If del goes on increasing, that means it is unstable. Now due to increase in shaft load, due to application of shaft load, here del is corrective action is del is increasing and del is decreasing, means system is stable. Okay, now I will read. Just you understood this? You understood? Now I will read. You just keep it keep it in mind, whatever I have told, or you have to revise this. Okay. Only a small range of del near 90 degrees shown. In steady state, neither machine is accelerating, that means stable equilibrium point A. Therefore, the two acceleration curves intersect on the horizontal axis point A. For stability without governor action, curve 2 have greater slope than curve 1. At values del less than del m1, slope of curve 2 is positive. This also we have seen, and that of curve is negative. This also we have seen. Slope of curve 1 and curve 2. Okay, this also we have seen. Okay, between this we have both have positive slope. Between del m1 and del m2 both have positive slope. For del between del m and del m2 both curve have positive slope, but that of curve 2 is greater than curve 1 up to del mc, where the blow slope become equal. In figure, point A represent the stable steady state operation at an angle between del M1 and del C. Now let the shaft load. Here our step 1. Now let the shaft load on the motor increase by small amount. This lowers the characteristics from 2 to 2 dash. Initially motor has retardation AB, which tends to increase del. Del reaches point C, the intersection of point 1 dash and 2 dash. Then both are operating, both machine have small and equal acceleration CD. Therefore del does not change immediately, but the system frequency slowly increases. System frequency slowly increases until governor decreases the mechanical input. Decreases the mechanical input until decreases the mechanical input. So this lowers the characteristics to 1 dash. This is not given in book. You whatever I have drawn, this you have to draw if this question is asked. In this instant governor action, in live webex lecture, you have to show this diagram. In this instant governor action tend to decrease del and therefore does not cause instability. Okay. In practice, also this I have told, in practice two machine system consists not a generator and a motor, but rather of two generators, that means group of generator, one of which, number 2, has a local load supplied partly from the adjacent generator and partly on the transmission line from the distant generator, number 1 machine. Machine 2 together with its local load constitute an equivalent motor. Both generators have governors. This also I have told. The power transmitted from one to the other can be increased either as described before. We have seen either we have seen power transmitted from one to other can be increased either described before means first case, increasing the shaft load. Now second is the governor of machine 1 is first adjusted to increase the mechanical input, which will be assumed to be held constant. Now in second case we'll assume mechanical input of machine 1. Here in first case load on the shaft machine 2 is increased. Okay, that means motor. Okay, now in second case we'll consider mechanical input of machine 1 is increased. Okay, and after that it is constant. Now what happens due to this? This shifts the acceleration curve upward. Because of this, it will shift acceleration curve upward from 1 to 1 dash. Okay, I will first explain, then I will read. Okay, I will revise it by reading. Okay, so now here this is our second case. This is our second case where mechanical input of machine 1 is increased and then it is constant. Okay, so mechanical input of machine 1 is increased, so here it shifts from 1 to 1 dash. As it shifts from 1 to 1 dash, so initially stable equilibrium point is A, intersection of 2 and 1. Now we have acceleration AF. Because of this acceleration, del increases. Now this 1 dash intersect with 2 and we have next acceleration G and H. Okay, so this GH is again greater than initial one. This GH is greater than again initial one. So because of this as acceleration, as we have changed input. Mechanical input of machine 1 is already we have increased. Okay, mechanical input of machine 1 already we have increased. Now hence after it will not change, it remains constant. So what next to do, will adjust governor of second machine. Will adjust governor of the second machine means what to do governor of second machine. We want to decrease mechanical input of machine 2. Decreasing because here acceleration is increasing, so we want to decrease the mechanical input of machine 2. Now decreasing mechanical input of machine 2 is equivalent to increasing the load. Decreasing mechanical input is equivalent to increasing the load. So this lowers the characteristics from 2 to 2 dash. Now here we have next intersection I, which intersection of 2 dash and 1 dash. Now this acceleration again greater. Again again acceleration is more, so del will increase. Now del will increase, again shaft load is increased. Now this will again lowers the characteristics to next 2 double dash. Now here this 1 dash and 2 dash, no intersection, the machine will lose its synchronism. Got it? Now I will revise by reading. Okay, you understood? Just listen. This shift the acceleration curve from upward from 1 to 1 dash. Machine 1 has an initial acceleration AF. Angle del increases to the abscissa of point G, the intersection of 1 dash and 2. Here both machines have equal acceleration GH. Frequency increases. Governor of thereupon decreases mechanical input. Here we have seen we have to decrease the mechanical input. Okay, decrease an action which is equivalent to increase the mechanical output of equivalent motor, which lowers the characteristics from 2 to 2 dash. Here there were no further governor action. The machine will reach equilibrium point I, the intersection of 1 dash and 2 dash. Here acceleration of both machine is even greater than before. The governor of machine 2 therefore continues to lower 2 dash until there is no intersection of curve 1 dash, whereupon synchronism is lost. With this method of increasing load, governor action tend to increase del and causes instability. Because of this, it causes instability. Okay, so what conclusion we can draw? In first case we have increased shaft load on motor 2, shaft load on motor 2 increased. Okay, here system is stable. In second case, we have introduced mechanical input of generator 1, mechanical input of generator 1. So here system is unstable, and this case we are considered for negative resistance. Okay, same case we have to consider for positive resistance. Okay, if same case, similar consideration for two machine system with positive transfer resistance, here it will be different. Okay, if the it is unstable, if the shaft load on the motor is increased first, here it is reverse, and is stable if the input of generator is increased first. Okay, so here already this doesn't matter. In positive resistance, del equal to del m2 as already noted. However, this fact do not alter the stability limit which occurs at del equal to del m2. That's why we have considered negative resistance. Okay, it has been assumed that governor of the one machine is set for constant mechanical power and that the governor of other machine maintains frequency. If both governors tend to maintain frequency, the maximum stable angle would appear to depend upon the relative sensitivity of the two governors. Okay, up till now we have covered that effect of inertia, effect of governor action. Okay, now we'll summarize. You understood two cases for governor, effect of governor action. First we have increased the mechanical input. In second case, we have increased the we have increased the mechanical input of generator 1. In first case, we have increased the shaft load on machine 2, and in second case, we have increased the mechanical input of generator 1, machine 1. Okay, so in first case it is stable, in second case it is unstable, and this case we are considered for the negative resistance. For positive resistance it is reverse, but in that case it doesn't change because that angle is del equal to del m2. To summarize the conclusion reached in the last two sections, if del m1 is greater than del m2, as it is when the transfer resistance is positive, steady state stability limit is maximum received power at del equal to del m2. In positive resistance, del equal to del m2, whichever is smaller. If del m1 is less than del m2 in negative resistance, as it is when transfer resistance is negative, the stability limit is less than maximum received power and occurs between angle del m1 and del c. That del c, it is tan inverse. That is equation 33. Tan inverse m1 minus m2 divided by m1 plus m2 into tan of theta 1 2. Okay, depending upon the, and this also depends upon the governor action. The larger of these angles, del C, lies between del M1 and del M2, the exact value depending upon the relative inertias of the two machines. Okay, because of uncertainty that usually exist regarding whether the load will always be increased in the same manner, it is advisable to take steady state stability limit of two machine system as the value of received power at del equal to del m2. This is important. This is a very important. Whichever is smaller, the smaller we will consider. This value of del is either theta 1 2 or 180 degrees minus theta 1 2. Either it will be theta 1 2 or 180 degrees minus theta 1 2, whichever is smaller. Theta 1 2 being the angle of transfer impedance. This is called as conservative one. If in some cases there will be small margin either in the value of del or in the values of both del and received power. Practically we are taking in practically in practical, operating power limit is usually set considerably below the calculated stability limit, that is 75% of the latter, to allow power variations caused by changes of the load or by a remote fault. Okay, now this in this section we are seeing what is the conservative criteria for stability. Okay, so whatever smaller we are considering, that is called as conservative criteria for stability, because we are uh, we are sticking up, or we are considering the lower value. We are considering the lower value, although the system may be stable, for greater value also, but this limit we'll consider as a conservative one. We'll have for certain disturbances in the system, sudden disturbances, that's why we'll consider the lower one, and this is called as conservative criteria for stability. At values of del smaller than del m1 and del m2, the curve of del p1 versus del have positive slope, while the p2 versus del have negative slope. Since del is equal to del m1 minus del m2. By definition, operation is stable if partial derivative of p1 with respect to del 1 is greater than 0, partial derivative of p2 with respect to del t is greater than 0. Both should have positive slope. Both should have positive slope, that we have seen. Okay, in the slope between del m1 and del m2 both have positive slope. Okay, this is del p1 by del del 1, del p2 by del 2. Okay, greater than 0. Okay, these derivatives are called, this is called as synchronizing power coefficient, SPC, synchronizing power coefficient. The conservative criteria for stability applicable to multi-machine system as well as two machine system is that the synchronizing power coefficient of all machines should be positive. Okay, this conservative criteria is applicable, or the synchronizing power coefficient is applicable for single two machine system as well as multi machine system. How to check steady state, how to check the stability operation or stable operation of the multi machine system. If number of machines are connected together, then if we'll check SPC, synchronizing power coefficient of each machine. If each machine is having positive synchronizing power coefficient, the system is stable. That's it only. In other words, if any one machine is advances in phase, if any one machine advances in phase while other are constant in phase, if any machine advances in phase, its electrical input should decrease. If any machine retarded in phase, its electrical input should increase, or its electrical output should decrease. Okay, if any machine advances in phase, definitely any machine at advancing is phase, so electrical input should decrease so that it should remain stable. If any machine retarded in phase, electrical this electrical input should increase, उसका electrical input बढ़ना चाहिए, then the system will be, then the machine will be stable. If each machine meets this stage, the system is stable. In making the test, one keeps the internal voltage of constant, representing constant field current. If the system is found to be stable, the angular separation is increased and the internal voltage is increased so as to keep terminal voltage at the specified values. As a result, the power is increased. The test of stability is made again and the procedure is repeated until instability is indicated by one of the synchronizing power coefficient becomes negative. The system is stable until uh, any one machine, the synchronizing power coefficient of any one machine is negative, the system will be stable. Okay, in this manner steady state stability limit is found of multi machine system. Also, the steady state stability limit of two machine system can also be found out by graphically by Clark diagram of two machine system with resistance. Earlier we have seen Clark diagram without resistance, lossless system. Now we'll see in next lecture, or in next lecture we'll see Clark diagram with for two machine system with resistance. Okay, now I will summarize in this section what we have seen. Effect of governor action. Effect of governor action we have considered for negative resistance in first case. In second case, in first case we have increased shaft load on motor 2. Okay, machine 2, shaft load on machine 2. And in second case we have increased mechanical input of machine 1. Okay, these two cases. In this case system is stable, in this case system is unstable. Okay, reverse is for positive resistance, but here del is equal to del m2, that is fixed. Okay, And now conservative criteria for stability. Okay, that synchronizing power coefficient should always be positive. That means del p1 by, sorry, del del p1 by del del1 greater than 0, del p2 by del2 partial derivative greater than 0. Okay, synchronizing power coefficient must be greater than 0 for all machine to remain in stable operation. Okay, and what is conservative criteria? We are considering the smaller values. Okay, this is our del p1, partial derivative of p1 with respect to del1, partial derivative of p2 with respect to del2 greater than 0 if considering two machines. Okay, now thank you very much.